Hello everyone, this is Dominika and welcome to our new episode of Cross-Cultural Conversations. Today I am coming with another special guest, Elena Apalkova. She is the CEO and founder of Mindset2Results. She is dedicated to empowering business owners and entrepreneurs through her transformative 6D method. She inspired individuals to break free from limiting beliefs and cultivate a success-oriented mindset. She is fluent in 4 languages and she is a passionate speaker. Welcome, Elena. I am really happy to have you here. So, tell us more about you, about your international experience, and what you are doing.
Thank you, Dominica, for inviting me to be guest on your podcast show. It's a big honor for me to share about my story, my experience. Yes, as you mentioned, I speak 4 languages and I traveled a lot. I lived more than 7 countries and traveled more than 20 countries. So it was my passion to meet different cultures and live in different countries. And in 7 countries, I lived more than 1 year. And my daughter was small, so we're traveling with her since she was 2 years old. And when she went to school, she was changing school every year. That was also a very good experience for her to meet different people. And I think that experience impacted her life as well.
Yeah. So you had like quite an international journey. So like looking at your international experience and the countries that you have lived before, like what do you think was your biggest challenge while living abroad, and how did you overcome it?
Biggest challenge was for me to see the culture difference. And first time it happened when I went to Iran. And it was in 1989, oh, sorry, 99. Yes, and that was first time when I understood that people are different because I was born in Soviet Union, in former Soviet Union, and you may know that it was very different mentality. It was very closed environment, and there was a lot of brainwashing. So we had high values, we had high principles, and I didn't have a lot information about life outside and about different cultures and about different countries. And I had my own perception about life, how I was looking at life. And I thought that everybody just have to live according to the values which we have. Yes, and for me, it was first very strange to see that in Iran, people have different perspective. For example, a first thing which was very looks very strange for me was that their people don't trust new people till those people will give them evidence that they can be trusted. Although, from my perception and how I was brought up, I thought that we have to trust people. Yes, like when we meet people, we have to trust them, we have to love them. And for me, it was so weird, like how you can start communicating with people and not trusting them. Yes, so it was the first such cultural shock because it was totally opposite what I was doing. And actually, in life, I learned that sometimes it is right thing to do because I was so naive and I learned a lot of lessons. Yeah, because I came from very closed environment to totally different mentality, and Iran was Muslim country. I went there for my master degree and PhD in Persian language and literature. So I was in educational environment, but still I met so many cultures there first time because there were students from China, from different other countries, and I learned a lot. And this is where first time I understood that people are different, that cultures are different, and there can be totally opposite approaches for one thing. And yeah, that was my first experience.
Yeah, so you had like your first cultural shock.
Yes, yes, especially when you come from one country which is closed and then you see that the world is totally different. It is not what you thought to be. So when you are in small environment and there is certain like a certain culture, you can think that everybody just have to think like you are taught that it is right. Yes, but later when you understand that there is nothing right and wrong. There is just different perception how people look at things, and it doesn't mean that somebody is right and somebody is wrong. It is just like looking at the same from different perspective and see the different sides of the same thing.
Yeah. So like what other, yeah, so this is right that like people, we think we have like a different way of thinking, of also like the communication style can be different. Some like cultures are more direct, some cultures are like more indirect. So you have to ask questions and it can take a little bit of time to build rapport, no? As you said that you were brought as that you have to trust people and love them, but actually some people, they need more time to know you and understand if they can trust you. So like what can you like recommend based on your international experience, how someone can adapt or change, maybe not change, but adapt, because you don't have to like change completely your way of living and thinking, like to adapt to a different culture?
First of all, I would say that it is important to understand that how we see things, it is not how things are. Yeah, we look at things from our perception and from the base of our programs, our beliefs. And this is how we give different situations meaning. And this is how we will get results. Yes, like how we will see that situation. And we should understand that there are so many different people and they look at the same situation from their perspective. And it can be so different perspectives. So when we come with to a new country, we should understand that there is a different perspective how people live, how they were brought up, their beliefs. Yes, and we cannot come in a new country with our rules and tell that this is how it should be as we were taught in our country. Yes, so we should be open and flexible, and we should observe people behavior, like what people usually do, how they communicate. Because the way how we communicate also is different. Like in some countries, people can just start and speak about different topics with a stranger. And in other countries, some topics that people don't like to speak, especially with stranger. Yeah, so it is about being open-minded and learn about that culture, about people, what usually is common and what is acceptable, what is not acceptable. I think it is good to do some research because every culture is different and uh, there are different paradigms, so-called multitude of habits. Yes, we have personal paradigms, multitude of habits, like programs which control our habitual behavior, and most of our habitual behavior is habitual. We also have cultural paradigms, like these are programs which are built in people who live in the territory since childhood. Yes, and we should understand that there are different cultural paradigms. So when we come to new country, we should understand and see the world like know from which perception, like what is the concept that people look at world there. Because as I said, we can look at the things from different perception and everybody is right and everybody will see different picture. So what we give, and when we give the meaning to that, this is how it changes. And it will help, of course, to be open-minded and also be friendly and be open to learn new things, because it will not be the same. Even me, who traveled so much, like I traveled, as I said, more than 20 countries, lived more than in seven. And even for me, when the war in Ukraine started and we had to move to UK, it was a shock. It was a shock because uh, first, it was not because I was just traveling and knew that I can come back anytime home. Yes, like first it was shock because it was just a very quick decision to move and leave everything behind. But another thing, it also took time for me to understand the rhythm. Yes, like in every country, it is different rhythm. It is how everything goes, how educational system is different, medicine system is different. Yes, how people communicate is different. So it is a lot to learn, and you should be willing to learn. Yes, and willing to be open-minded to get new ideas. Yes, to get closer to people and see the world how they see. So it will uh, it will gap the distance between different cultures.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with that. So yeah, we have to like adapt and learn. And what about when you are starting your business or you are building your career abroad, and you have this cultural, yeah, you have to learn a lot about the new culture and how to, for example, communicate with people from the host country, or how to look for a job in this country. But you can have also like many limiting beliefs about yourself. You can lose your confidence. So what to do in those kind of situations? How to believe more in yourself?
First of all, I would say that it is all starts with the attitude. Yes, and whatever reason is for you to move to a new culture, a new country, it doesn't matter. When you already move to a new country, it is all depend on your attitude. Your attitude towards yourself will determine, and also towards life will determine life attitude towards you. So it is so powerful when you look at these challenges which you will face definitely in new place. Yes, as I said, challenges with education, medical system, any communication, finding like a new niche, registering business. There are a lot of challenges. So our attitude to the challenges is very critical, because we have to consider challenges as the milestones which will help us to grow. Yes, because there can be two different attitude to challenges. Yes, if something is not exactly how you know to handle, you can say, oh, it is so difficult, why I came to this country, now I have to learn so many things, start from zero. And you can start that negative self-talk. Yes, and of course we become what we think about. Yes, because our thoughts cause the feelings, feelings cause our actions, and actions cause results. So if you have that negative self-talk, and if you think I cannot handle this, like what I can do, I need help, somebody help me. Yes, so it can be so different. So if you put yourself in that victim state, it is not a good place to be, because you will feel down, and if you feel down, more fear and doubts will come, because you become like magnet. Yeah, what you think about and your feelings, it just sends to the universe the signals. This is all frequency. Every thought and feeling is certain frequency, and we are like magnet. What we send to universe, we get back exactly the same. Yes, it's the same frequency. So the best thing is to really embrace the challenges and say that this is such a great opportunity for me to grow. Yes, there are so many news which I can learn and I can shift, and I know that the growth needs to change, and this is the best opportunity for me now to change and to grow and achieve my huge goals. Yes, so when you find this way how you can speak to yourself, you can get excited. Because remember that fear and excitement, it is the same feeling. You can just direct it in the right way. This exactly like public speaking. Yes, some people can come to the stage and get so fearful and worry, and another person know the same feeling how to turn it into excitement and get being excited. Yes, and impact the audience. So it is exactly the same when you understand that if of course there will be challenges, yes, and it can be some problems also which you should be ready to overcome. And one thing that also helped me a lot is to understanding the laws of the universe. Because when you know the laws and when you get aligned with the laws, everything becomes so effortless. Because you don't suffer from problems, you don't get in that negative mode. For example, when you know one law, that the law of opposites, what it means that in every negative situation, there is exact amount of positive. In every challenge, like any problem which has negative, there is exact amount positive. So when you know this, when something happens that you were not expected, or it is like a problem challenge for you, and you know even only this one law, you will automatically look for good. What can I find good in this situation? How can I grow? How I can learn something? Yeah, how I can become better? And if you even know this one law and you will practice to align your mind with this law, it will become a habit for you. So whatever happens, you automatically look for good. And I tell you that you can find good in every situation. Even in the worst situation that can ever happen with you can grow from it. You can learn lessons. You can become better. You can become more powerful, more wise, more experienced. And even now, when we speak about this, if you look back and just think about maybe something that happened and you thought that is the worst thing that happened in your life, if you had that right attitude, you can look back and you can say that that was the best thing to happen because I learned so many things and I became this person today because that happened to me and I learned my lessons and this is how I grow.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful, Elena. Yeah, I think that often we have too many negative thoughts, and of course, attitude when you are moving to countries, it's very important because this is like the starting point. If your attitude is like negative and you are focusing only on negative thoughts, then you can expect you can expect all the negative things from your experience abroad. But using this law of opposite, I think this is a good way to change your thinking and start thinking about how you can grow and how this experience can be a positive journey for you. So so can you talk, because you are using a 6D method when working with your clients when it comes to business or a transformation. So can you tell us a little bit more about what is a 6D method? I am quite curious about that.
Yes, of course. The 6D method is a six-step formula for business owners and entrepreneurs to achieve their audacious goals. So this is the process where we start with desire. Yes, and desire, it is not just a wish or hope, as many people have. It is really something big. And as Earl Nightingale told that burning desire, it means something that is in your gut, and this is something big that you really want to achieve in your life. And you are willing to do whatever it takes, and you know that you are able to do that. You don't know how, yes, but you feel that it is something that you want to do really, and you want it so much. So we help people to get to that burning desire and really find something that will inspire them, yes, that will give them that energy. And then from desire we move to another steps, which are another 6D, like discover. Discover is to understand who you really are. Like understand your potential, understand the power of your mind, and how to use your mind to create everything what you want in your reality. Also, the next D is design. We cannot create new reality with the same personality. So we have to redesign ourselves. And in that stage, we help our clients to create their new self-image, create their new personality, new identity. From that new identity, we look at the world and it will be totally different person. Yes, like when I did this process initially, when I just went through this transformation, and when Bob Proctor, who was my mentor, told that you will not recognize yourself. Like in 6 months, you will need telescope to see yourself. And I say, wow, how it can happen? But when really I got this, I went through this knowledge. When I look back now, like 4 years when I started, I really don't recognize myself. I changed so much because, the purpose of the goal is not just to have something. It is not about having a new car or having a new house or what travel. It is not just do something different or have something different. The purpose of this audacious goal is to make you grow. Yes, and this is how we help our clients through these steps, which is also, as we said, discover, to understand your design. Yes, and then deliver. Deliver, it means that you start learning how to close the gap between where you are now and where you want to be, how to start doing what you already know. Because the problem of many people is not that they not knowing. It is not about having lack of information. Nowadays, we have so much information that many people find it difficult to keep attention. Yes, now the span of attention is so short because there is so much information. So the problem why people don't do what they know, it is because their mind, because it is different parts of the mind. What we know is conscious mind, but what we do, it is not what we know. It is subconsciously programmed. As I said, that we have those paradigms which control our habitual behavior, and most of our behavior is habitual. It means that we can know something, but it doesn't mean that we will do that. Because when it comes to doing things, this is our paradigms kick off, and they say, no, you just stay where you are. Why you want to do something what is discomfort for you? Yes, well, it is maybe fearful or doubtful. Yes, and most people, when they face this wall of these paradigms, they just bounce back and they stay where they are and do just what is common, what they are good to do. Yes, so this is a lot of things, and of course, it is drive. Also, one of the D's is about leadership, is how to be leader for yourself first, how to be great follower. Is because the great leader, he has to be great follower. He has also to have role models and see he want to become tomorrow. Yes, and become the best for himself, to compare him with him yesterday. Yes, and another process that to become the great leader for other people. Yes, how to communicate the way, how to leave people with impression of increase, that they would really be inspired and elevated when they meet you every time, and you leave them in a better place than you met them. Yes, so this is 6D formula. It is a very transformational process, and get into audacious goals through this process. Yes, we help driven business owners and entrepreneurs achieve their big goals. And in the beginning, they don't know how, but how is not the question. The only question is, do you really want it? The only prerequisite to achieve your goals is your desire, is your wish, and how will come on the way. And I like this quote of Steve Jobs. He told that you can never connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect the dots looking backwards. So somehow you should trust that these dots will be connected in the future.
Beautiful. I like very much this quote. So thank you very much, Elena, for sharing your experience and your knowledge with us. So how people can connect with you, and do you have any particular projects for the future?
Yes, of course. People can connect me on LinkedIn. It is by my name, Elena Apalkova. Also, we have a website, mindset2results.com. I also have ebook, which I give a gift, and I can provide you the link, which you can share below this video so people can download it. And also, we start a Circle of Fame project from 1st December, where we will invite 50 speakers, 50 our podcast guests to come together to speak on panel discussions. So it will be a lot of episodes and a lot of powerful and also educational information. And I'm also happy to see you there also among our guests.
Yeah, fantastic. Thank you very much. I will put the links with the show notes. And yeah, any last piece of advice for our listeners, or yeah, for people who are watching the interview when it comes to, I don't know, mindset for success or running a business abroad?
Yes, advice is to think big and believe yourself and look for people who can empower you, who can see bigger picture of you. Find mentor for you who can hold your hand and help you to be successful because you have unlimited potential. And if you didn't see it now, maybe somebody can show it to you. Yes, and if you feel that maybe doubt, you can find the mentor and borrow his belief in you. Yes, because you are powerful, you can create everything you want. You just have to tap into the potential of your mind and understand that everything is created twice. First, we create things in our mind, and when we have this clear picture and we hold it in our mind, this is how we also create physical in our hand. Yes, so I encourage you to study yourself, learn how powerful you are, eliminate all the negative talks. How to eliminate negative talks? You just become aware, like what you tell yourself. And this is very easy technique that when you become aware of negative thoughts, because when you want to do something new, especially in a new country, there is so many things which are new. So you definitely will have those thoughts. So first of all, become aware of them because there are the same thoughts every day. You will see there are the same thoughts mostly of the time. So you write them down. Whatever negative thought come to you, write it down on one sheet of paper and then sit and look at what you wrote, all these negative thoughts which you could catch up, yeah. And then on the different sheet of paper, write the opposites. Write the opposites. Those from negative, you write opposite empowering thoughts. And then just burn that negative part, like let it go. It's just simple, like you let it go and start reading these opposite empowering thoughts every day. Record on audio. Yes, record and listen to them every 3 hours on your mobile. And through repetition, you will see that you will start believing that it is true. And write your goal also on our website, mindset2results.com. You can find the goal card. You can download it from free resources and write your goal. Just find a big goal, really what you love to do, and think that if there would be no limitation, if everything would be possible, what you really would love to do. And write it in the goal card, read it every day. And the more you read through repetition, you will impress these ideas and new beliefs into your subconscious mind. And the next step is to feel it. Just start thinking, feeling, and acting as the person who already achieved this goal. And you will see that if you do it every day, you will see such a huge change. You will be more confident, you will be more excited, and this will cause actions. You will start taking actions which will bring you to results which you want.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you for watching this interview. Let us know what are your learning points, or if you have any questions to Elena, please share them in the comment box. And also feel free to share your empowering thoughts, or what are your goals and what would you like to do? What is the answer to the questions from Elena's exercise? Thank you very much once again, and I will be back with another guest very soon. Thank you very much. Thanks, Elena. It was great.
Thank you, Dominika. It was my pleasure.
Well,